Today's video is being brought to you by NeverDenyMe.com. Make sure you take a look at the website for all your graphic needs, anything from digital to physical. What's going on, y'all? Thanks for clicking on this video. Today we're back on the embroidery machine. We're going to be knocking out a whole bunch of patches. Today's video is going to be really long if I were to actually record the whole thing, but I don't want to edit a lot and I don't want you guys to have to sit through a whole process of everything. So I'm going to be cutting some stuff. Today's video is just going to be a little bit different. First thing I want to say though is that shouts out to you guys for shopping with me on a continuous basis, always thumbsing up the videos, leaving comments and more and stuff like that. Like, things are going good. I went MIA for a while, but when I came back, y'all been showing a lot of love. Want to show you guys the project that we're going to be working on today. I've actually already started. Just want to get you guys caught up just a little bit on what I've been doing. So this is the file that I received to be digitized, right? Now this file had numerous issues, for me at least, on digitizing this. So first things first is this is a real photo in the back. Like, they took a real picture of some plants, or maybe they took it off the internet and just framed it or whatever it is, but that is an actual photo, and it looks like there's just a small filter added. Thing is, with embroidery, at least for me, in the capacities of my machine, I can only stitch things that are, solid colors. Like, the way that these things change colors slightly, like there's like 5 different shades of green and you don't really know where they're at. It's like they're blended in because it's a real design. This doesn't work for me. So with this being a real photo, I had to tell the client, hey, we got to make some adjustments on this. If I even were to figure out what 5, 6, however many colors of shades of green is in this, it would just be so messy and it's not going to match as perfect as a regular, photo is. So what I did was I told them, hey, it's going to be 1 shade of green and we're going to have to outline it to, do the different segments of the leaves and stuff like that. So you'll still know what it is. However, it's not going to be like that, right? So they asked for a preview on what it would look like even without the words in there. So this is what I sent them. I digitized this, right? Or not digitized, but I just redrew this and said, hey, this is more what it's going to look like, right? All one solid thing of green, and there's going to be lines going in between to show the difference and stuff like that, right? We're going to work on the font later. So after I sent them that, they said they approved it. They liked the way it looked. They like where I'm going with this, right? I also had to tell them, hey, the font is also going to have to get adjusted. Again, this is the font that they chose in their logo. This is their official logo, right? They said they didn't want me to change it up too much, but I told them there are some limitations and things that just don't work as is. If you guys notice in their font, that font is transparent. It's kind of like just a very small outline. Some of it is white. As you can see, some of the letters are white, but some of the letters are transparent. And I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm not too sure if there's like transparent embroidery thread. And even if it was transparent, you're going to still see it because it's a physical item. And if I were to do just outlines, that would be getting too jumbled up. They wanted this to be sized for like a hat. So this is not a big old jumbo thing where if I put some space in between, just the outlines, you'll be able to notice it. That's not the case, right? So I ended up telling them, hey, we're going to have to change pretty much everything in this design. The same shapes and stuff like that are still going to be there. And this is what I ended up sending them to be approved. Now, if I was just digitizing it for them, this is what they approved. This is what I would have sent. Now, I'm going to be actually stitching up the patches. Show you guys that in a second, though. But this is the file, how it looked after I digitized it and did everything to it. So as you guys can see back there, it is 1 solid shade of green. It is outlined so you can see what it is. And then I had to choose a different style of font to lay on top of it that you can actually read. Even now, it's still kind of hard to read, the little stuff down there. But I sent it to them. They approved it. This is what they want. And I've actually already started the stitching process. So it's coming along pretty good. And they even hit me up and said, I like the way it's going so far. So can I add on, like 6 more patches? So I'm going to be here for a mighty long time. But I'll show you guys what we got so far. Let's take it off right here. So this is what we're working with right here, right? The way I designed this thing, we are going to be doing, if it would like to focus, I don't know if it wants to or not, but we're going to be doing multiple patches at once. You guys can see them right there. It just doesn't really want to focus. Oh well. We're doing multiple patches at once. As you guys can see, I set it up to still do the same exact type of files that I do, or same type of style that I do it in, with the placement stitch and the tack down and the background, stuff like that. So I did it all in one. I just laid 1 long sheet of fabric here. Still got some extra for some other ones I'm going to be doing. But yeah, just laid it all out right there. and we're gonna start the process. This thing, man, this is just for 3 of them, y'all. You see how long it says it's gonna take? And this is just for 3 of them. They ordered way more than 3. 75 minutes for just 3. And I took the background out. So when it had the background, I believe it said like just over 2 hours. But 75 minutes, man. I think it's time to get an upgraded machine that can stitch these at a lot faster pace, and it can do more than 3. With the size hoop that I have here, the largest I can do with this size of design is 3, as you guys can see. So I am using it to its full, capacity here. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and I'll check in with you guys as I'm getting this work done. So as you guys can see, man, I got a lot of work to do. It's gonna take a mighty long time, and I pretty much just gotta sit here, babysit the machine, make sure everything goes good, make sure the bobbin thread ain't running out, no thread gets tangled, nothing like that. So that's the reason why I'm not gonna be recording the full process today for you guys, because I'm gonna be listening to music and multitasking, playing with my phone, doing other stuff like that. So like I said, I will check back in with you guys in a moment. And thank you guys so much for even clicking on this video to begin with. And if you like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up before you head out of here. As I told you guys, just checking back in, man. This machine has been running a mighty long time. I've actually had to change the bobbin thread a few times. But here's some progress on the patches right here. Just doing a little outlining the patches. Got another one down there to go. And I'm gonna clip the threads, and then we're gonna do the words and stuff like that. But it's definitely coming along. Oh, jeez, can't wait to upgrade to where the machine actually clips the jump stitches and all that for me, and I can have more space to make even more than 3, so I can start accepting larger orders, even more than what I'm doing today. This is manageable, but it's still a lot. I mean, this machine is great, guys. It's working. It's doing what it has to do. It's not messed up on me at all. But it does kind of suck to have to sit here and babysit it the whole time, just to make sure nothing goes wrong. And, just to be here when it needs me to be here, to change things out. Or if I see the tension is kind of getting thrown off, and I just need to reset it for a moment. But it's doing its thing. So like I said, it's going to take me a minute still to finish the rest of it. So I'll check back in with you guys shortly. Alright guys, so I just finished another step. Now we're getting ready to add the words in there. But before I do that, I do need to pop this out of the frame and cut all the little jump stitches and stuff like that. There's quite a few of them actually. Getting down to the last few steps, guys. We're putting the text into the design. There's going to be 2 separate lines. It does 2 lines of text on the first one, next, and then next. Then we'll just finish it off with a gold border. Again, this machine does have a spot. It only stitches 1 color at a time. However, there's a spot up here for me to put another thing of thread, so that's ready when I get to it. But yeah, you see how the text is legible and everything? Stitching right on top of the words. And you also see why I had to also change the the style of text. It just didn't match with their design, but I was able to remix it pretty much, and it's turning out pretty good. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and shop with me. Again, the website is neverdenieme.com. Just putting the border on them. You see it did the one in the front already. Now I'll just run it on down. It's coming out really good and clear and crispy too. I'm also just hoping that I left enough clearance, as you guys can see, in order for me to squeeze 3 in there, I did have to put them close together. So I'm just hoping that these borders don't touch. But since it does the bottom first, I won't find out until it gets over to the top. So we'll see. But I believe it should be good. That'll be tragic though if I waited all this time. 75 minutes and then it messes up right on the last step. Oh y'all, I would cry. I would cry. So let's keep our fingers crossed, guys. It's getting up there. clear. And there you have it. Alright guys, so it's been a long time and we still putting in work right now on the machine, right? So I got a few of them right here though, did just about 4 of them. Show you guys what it's looking like right now. I think the quality on them came out pretty good. Took a really long time though, again, because the fact that each of these branches or leaves or whatever you want to call them has to go in like a different direction. It took a long time. I think it actually uses more thread or less thread but more stitches to do the little parts that it did in green. And it would have actually got done a lot faster if I would have filled this entire thing in green. So that goes to show that stitch direction does play a part, and there probably was a way that I could have gotten this to do like less stitches, but I couldn't figure it out. When I was trying to do less stitches and stuff, seems like the computer started glitching out, so I just had to leave it as is. It looks good, as well as it looks just like the picture that I told the client that it was going to look like. So there it is, guys. So we have the proof render as well as the actual turnout, and to me they look exactly the same, and that is why I always send you guys proofs. When you shop with me, I do your design, I send you a proof. Once you approve, I send it to you, and then, or I guess if you order patches, once you approve, that's when I actually stitch them out. So your design is going to look similar, very similar. Sometimes it can be thrown off a tiny bit if something is too big or too small, but yeah, you guys see right there the proof that I sent to the client. They're approved, and this is how they came out. And they also said these are going to be for hats, so I'll show you guys just a little proof. I'm not going to be putting it on a hat, but I am going to be doing hats soon. Actually, I've already started doing hats. Don't tell nobody. I didn't show y'all the video yet, but I actually do make hats and stuff now as well. Customer wants this to go on a hat, but since I haven't like actually offered the service yet, they're going to be putting them on a hat themselves. But here's one right here. Pretty cool, pretty cool. All done with the project, y'all. Plus some additionals right there. Holla at the kid if y'all need something, man. There's the business card. Here's the quality again. All packaged up. Very consistent in the output of the design. They wanted a whole bunch of them, obviously, as well as there's one more that couldn't fit. So that's how I'm doing it, man. If you guys want to shop with me, go to the website neverdenieme.com, and we're gonna get you taken care of, man. Again, got the package already on the way. Let's go. And make sure y'all hit the thumbs up button for the kid, man. Do that for me. Do that for me. And I got y'all with another video coming soon. Peace.